quite sure what this is. However, my first guess as we're visiting the Franconia sculpture garden is that this is supposed to provide an optical illusion looking through a blue lens. It looks like a tie-dyed color noodle put on its side. But then if you look through the looking glass here, you see this very interesting Dr. Seuss-ish child's amusement park. But if you stand over to the side and you look clearly on, you would be able to identify that this is clearly something from Robinson Crusoe's storybook, and whomever the creator was behind it had a wonderful imagination. The only thing missing is wild animals running through here. However, we do have dogs. So this is a pet-friendly area, and we are about to start on an adventure. We'll follow the yellow brick road and give you updates as we go through the park. This is just a confusing expression of metal. And it was very gratefully put together because you'll see you have sections of rebar, sections of regular bar, you've got hard welds around, all kinds of different colors. It looks like they took a circus ride or one of those rides that's at a community fair that was broken down, cut it in pieces, and then just had a lot to drink and then decided they're going to put it all back together here. I'm not exactly sure if anybody could ever truly enjoy this. However, it looks like the swing has been used because of the water pooling where your feet may be and the log that is out of commission there. However, this would be an insurance hazard, and it would not be allowed in any homeowners association because guaranteed somebody would get tetanus from sliding on a rusty boat. But the sign that says do not climb, I'm sure is adhered to, and I think everybody is safe and sound. I mean, this is just so wacky that I don't even think mice, rats, or birds would make a home in it. Well done.
So the name of this art piece is Astral Passage, and I think it's a portal to another world. I know that Elon Musk and everybody else talks about multi-dimensional, or maybe even the metaverse being we're one of many instances on the grand scale of things. Well, maybe this is the actual passage to another world. I mean, can't say it's not.
Okay, folks, I'm not exactly sure what the art is of this piece, other than maybe a documentary of what it would look like after a tornado would go through an area and just turn everything upside down. I mean, at first I thought this was like an art exhibit in action and on its way to being produced, but now I understand that this truly is, come see this, this truly is where old wooden chairs go to die. So if anybody has recycling that they're needing to get rid of some old chairs, I would just bring them here because clearly this is the place where you need to do your recycling. Over here we have another example of what the foundation must have looked like before this house had a tornado go through the area. I mean, Toto, we are not in Kansas anymore. This is Minnesota. And we have a perfect example of how a house could just get ripped off the foundation, turned upside down, and then made into the world's disposal place where all wooden chairs go to die. Well done. Donald, what is your impression of this piece of art?
At first I really thought it was like a contemporary expression of the globules of life that kind of attach itself to the bones of our existence. And then I thought, it's not that.
My first impression of it was that it was a creature from 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
Ah.
You have the nice tentacles that would appear as though it was like a jellyfish. Then you have these really great, like long, foam-covered steel pieces.
Almost look like barnacles.
Yes, it looks like a barnacle. That's exactly right. And can you imagine something like this in a terror film, just like coming after you and going "Rawr!" and scaring you as a child? I mean, this is what nightmares are made of.
Nightmare fuel right here.
Fantastic.
Alrighty.
Well done.
What do you think of this one?
It looks like an Arizona sidewalk that has a really big pimple.
Pimple sidewalk.
What do you think this is?
Well, I was thinking, it's an homage to the North Shore with the Karan or a Karen on the top of it. But then I thought, it's the earth bubbling up from the inside and wanting to share its joy and just being capped down by, the adversaries of happiness.
Yeah, makes me wonder what Dr. Pimple Popper would think.
Way to go, Dr. Pimple Popper.
Cheers. This is part of the Franconia Sculpture Park that's actually very emotional. If you're not aware, Franconia is right on Highway 8. You can hear some of the traffic that's going on behind me. And Highway 8 has historically been a very tragic highway. It's frequently used. It was a two-lane highway, and there's been a lot of car accidents. I look at this beautiful sculpture and see that it's an opportunity for people to really come to here and reflect upon those that they know have had tragic experiences on Highway 8 and just light a candle and put a candle here for those in memory. I know that over the years I've certainly lost several friends due to that highway and try to avoid it at all costs to be able to stay safe. I know they've been doing some renovations on it, and it is a major corridor that links Forest Lake through Chisago, Lindstrom, then into Taylor's Falls. This time of the year, it's got a lot of traffic on it because of all the leaf peepers, but this is just a really beautiful homage to the memory of those that have perished from Highway 8.
Oh, what comes to mind when you're looking at this one?
Starving Children in Africa
Starving children.
from 2022. The pottery bowls have got the date stamp on the back of them. But it really is a reminder that there's a lot of people that are going hungry in this world, so eat your plates clean, be a part of the Clean Ranger Plate Club.
Yeah, and think about starting like a backyard garden. I mean, Marnie and I, we started growing modestly some vegetables. We've got chickens in the backyard, and it's just stuff that we do to kind of be a little bit more sustainable.
Yeah, absolutely. And donate to your local food shops. There's people right in your community that are really struggling. It's hard to feed a nutritious meal to families when the economy is crazy and interest rates are so high.
Absolutely. Good advice. Well, you thought it was in Egypt, but it's not. It's right here in Franconia, Minnesota. We've got our very own Stargate here. Not sure what planet or galaxy you're going to dial into, but if you're going to dial into any galaxy in the world, Marnie, I mean, you've seen Stargate. What galaxy would you dial into?
I think it's time to go visit the Nile and meet Cleopatra. She does her eyebrows really well.
Cleopatra in the eyeballs, or eyebrows. Ooh, tell me about this one.
Well, this one says, please don't touch the artwork, so at least we know it's an artwork and not a natural bird bath they put out here. It has all kinds of poisonous seeds growing above it, or berries. So I'm not exactly sure if this is meant to catch the berries so the birds have more food, or if this is a symbol that if a bird lands in this bird bath, that those hands are going to come out and strangle it. It's a little creepy.
Mystery.
If they were to put like a Halloween smoke coming out of this, it'd be frightening. I think this is Franconia style Cirque du Soleil as an homage to all of the moms that drive their kids in minivans back and forth to softball practice. Definitely eclectic with the head placements. That's all I got.
Where are we?
We are standing under the bridge from Minnesota going into the Wisconsin side. You can hear the traffic every once in a while.
Yeah.
Ironically, this bridge is part of Highway 123.
223 something.
Which is the shortest freeway in the United States.
It is the shortest interstate freeway in the United States. You're going between Schaefer, Franconia, Minnesota over to Osceola, Wisconsin.
Yeah, and there's all kinds of trails that are down here. The water level is relatively high, so you can hear some of the water. There's a nice storm that came through last night, but otherwise there's people that can, if you look just yonder, you're able to see the campground on the Minnesota side, so people will rent kayaks and throw canoes in there and do some camping as well.
Yeah, and you can get an idea of how high this particular bridge is. So as a kid, I grew up here in Osceola. As a kid, we would climb up to the bottom rail and jump off, and that was for the beginners. Or you go all the way to the top and jump off the top, which was, I don't know, probably not the safest thing, but several of us survived it.
My God. Your mom only knew what you were doing.
My mom only knew. Poor mom.
All right.
All right, so now that you're halfway up the stairs, how you feeling?
Moist.